I mentioned earlier about my little AKASO action camera. They don't like USB, they wire it funny basically. The USB-C port, they wire it differently to probably what everyone else does. But there is a hack. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to chop up my existing lavalier mic, just the wired basic thing, so I can connect it to this. So how do we do that? Well, all I need to do is convert it to a 3.5mm stereo jack. So that's what we're going to do. I've got the AKASO lavalier mic. This is a genuine one. So we're going to sacrifice this one. And I've got a spare lead. A nicer way is if you had a removable plug, but this is molded. I've got some mono ones, but we need a stereo one. So I'm going to sacrifice this lead. It's going to take one for the team. And basically we'll cut this off. That's dead now. And see what's inside. Should be 3 cables, or two and a shield. So that makes that fairly easy. They're nice and tiny, which is always great. This is the dangerous bit. Well, I say dangerous bit. These aren't. There's only about £9 or something. But this is. That's the point of no return for this thing. It is braided, so that might make stripping it a little bit of a pain. So I've left myself plenty in case it goes horribly wrong like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that with a Stanley knife. Trim this. It's all stuck to the outer casing, but here's the wires we're dealing with. It's going to be fiddly. Nice red wire and then copper. So I'm going to start off trying red to red and sleeve to sleeve and see if that actually works. I've done a test and it does work, but what I found is this, the 2 coppers in the AKASO lead are coated. The insulation isn't like rubber like this one, or normal insulation like a normal cable. It's actually some sort of coating. So we have to burn that off in order for it to solder. So you need your soldering iron plenty hot enough, and then we'll solder that. All right, I've got this twisted together as best I can. These are so fiddly. Try and get as much heat into this as I can without melting that heat shrink. Plenty of solder. I want the flux to get in there as well. So let's get this up here. I'll cut this heat shrink short so it wasn't, it couldn't get touched by the soldering iron when I was melting this, because obviously we don't want it shrinking as we're soldering. But this should be like the main part of it, and I've done the cardinal sin of putting 2 joints right next to each other, which you don't really want to do. And shrink this down. I mean, a hot air blower is the easiest way of doing this, but you can't really hear what you're saying. I'm doubling up on the heat shrink to try and add a bit of strength to it. And also I'm going to bend this cable. I haven't made it particularly long, but now we know the system works. I've got the other end of this white cable that I didn't use. So if it becomes evident that it's not long enough, I'll cut this off and extend it. Or more than likely, I'll just cut this white cable and extend it, because that will be the easier one to deal with. So this is what it looks like now. I've got to neaten this lead up somehow. I'm not quite sure how this is going to fix to the mounting bracket. But however, there we go. That's the lead we've made. That's the Comica receiver. That's the AKASO Brave 7 USB-C modified lead. I'll take this outside now and try and get some footage of what it actually sounds like. So this is it. This is the wireless microphone hack for the AKASO Brave 7. Fairly easy to do. The only thing I am going to do is I'm going to get a 3.5mm female jack and put that on the end of the original AKASO lavalier mic. That way I can still plug it in, still use it if I want to use it for that situation rather than just bin it. But hopefully you like this sort of thing. If you can, give us a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.